7 o'clock. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Item 2, do we have any additions to or deletions from the board agenda?
Not that I'm aware of, Madam President.
Thank you. Item 3, we would like to welcome our new board member, Brent Brewer. Welcome, Brent.
Thank you.
Did you prepare your 5-minute speech?
Yes, no, I did not.
Okay, we'll let you pass this time.
All right, thank you.
Next on the agenda, we have the best part of the meeting, our monthly spotlight, and we're going to start with Student of the Month recognition, and we're going to start with the Union High School.
Why don't you stand over here so everybody can see you? There you go. You can see it right there, like front and center. There you go. Good evening. My name is Kelly Millen. I'm principal of Dowagiac Union High School, and it is my honor tonight to introduce Jaden Vandenberg. Jaden has been selected as Union High School's Student of the Month for January. Excuse me, it's hard to catch my breath with this mask on. She was nominated by Mr. Clan, her algebra instructor at Union High School. He wasn't able to be here tonight. His son has a basketball game, but he did say some kind words, so I'd like to read what he has here. He says, Jaden, the daughter of Samantha and Kevin Vandenberg, is a freshman at Union High School. She has one brother, Caleb, who's here tonight, 3 sisters, Lexi, Addison, and Aaliyah, and a dog, Lucy, and a cat, Oreo. He says, in the classroom, Jaden excels in everything she attempts. She has been on the high honors list throughout school. Her favorite class is Spanish, due to the fact that most of her friends are in there, and much prefers face-to-face instruction because of those same friends. When asked what she likes best about being in the high school, she replied, the teachers are nice, and I feel I have more freedom. Outside of the classroom, Jaden can be found in various places on the softball diamond, but has a goal of taking over second base this year. Jaden is a perfect choice for our Student of the Month due to her willingness to assist other students in and out of the classroom and her ability to be a role model without even knowing it. Her advice is, do not give up. She really personifies the chieftain spirit. So congratulations to Jaden. So all of our recipients tonight will receive a certificate. I'm going to read this first one to you. It says, Dowagiac Union Schools, Student of the Month, Jaden Vandenberg. The school board, administration, and staff appreciate your academic performance and mentoring of fellow students. Signed by the superintendent. So that's yours. Along with that, each student tonight will receive Chieftain of the Month t-shirt with their name on the back. So again, help me congratulate Jaden. She is a great role model and a joy to have.
And next we'll have Kinchelo.
Did you see where she stood? You get to stand up here. You're good.
All you have to do is stand. You don't have to speak or anything.
You could just stand and look cute.
Stand right here. All righty. Hi, Alea Hall has been selected our Student of the Month at Kinchell Elementary. Alea is caring and a hardworking student in Mrs. Soderblum's class. And Mrs. Soderblum is going to tell us a little bit more about Alea.
I was just telling Alea to make sure she smiled for her families in the pictures, but you can't really tell. All right. Well, some things about Alea. She is just a great student to have in class. I'm most proud of Alea this year because she has made a growth in her reading. She has jumped up 6 levels in our benchmark reading test, and that is amazing. And I asked her what she thought about reading, and she's like, well, it's just become fun this year. And I'm like, yes! So that is great. So that I'm really proud of her and how hard she's working with that. Some of the other things, I asked some of our other students in our classroom why they think Alea got this honor, and they said because she's kind, she's helpful, she works hard, she gets her work done, and they basically said everything that I agree with. So her classmates are really noticing the great role model that she is, and I'm honored to have Alea in class. Okay.
Okay,
I'll fall
Alea.
off the edge, catch me. All right.
Okay, so here's what Mrs. Hey, wait, one more thing.
But Snickers are my favorite.
Yeah. All right, now we're just going to walk down the hand.
Next, we have Dowagiac Middle School.
Stand right over here. Mr. Hackett, thank you. My name's Dr. Wyman. I'm the principal here at Dowagiac Middle School, and I have the pleasure of introducing our January Student of the Month, Lauren Balsba. And we have some things that we have to say, that we want to say about her, and also I have one of her teachers who actually nominated her here to also share some things about her. But Lauren is an 8th grade student here at Dowagiac Middle School, and she's the daughter of Kaylee and TJ Balsba. She has one little sister named Miranda, who's 6, who is a student at Sister Lakes. Lauren also said her family has 2 dogs, one named Stella, her golden retriever, and another one named Penny, a lab greyhound mix that they all love. Lauren says what she likes most about Dowagiac Middle School is the competitive atmosphere in the classroom and also athletics. She especially likes the competitions her teachers provide students relative to their educational achievement in their individual classrooms. She says her teachers reward student effort and behavior often, and Lauren does receive a lot of those awards. She also likes how people don't make you feel bad if you're not at the top of the class because everyone is at different levels. In her spare time, Lauren enjoys playing volleyball with her friends at DMS, and she is a great athlete. She also loves to wakeboard, kneeboard, as well as wake skating in the summer at the beach. Lauren also enjoys reading fiction stories and books in her spare time. She says she specifically likes realistic fiction stories best. When asked if she had any advice to give other students interested in wanting to become a Chieftain Student of the Month, Lauren had this to say: "Be sure to focus in on your studies instead of all the drama. This will help you stay out of trouble and be more academically inclined in the future." Those are her words. It will also help you not waste so much time on unimportant stuff. Now, I have Mr. Hackett here. He had a lot of really nice things to say about Lauren, and he would like to share that information with you right now at this time.
So I nominated Lauren for Student of the Month for her great attitude towards learning and the effort that she puts forth every day, whether we're in person or on distance learning. Lauren has a positive outlook on school and is cheerful every day, even though she starts her day in algebra class when most middle schoolers don't even want to roll out of bed yet. So it's a great testament to her, just the person that she's going to become, that her positive outlook on school. She'll ask thoughtful questions every day in class, and she discusses her thinking with other students without even being asked to. So when Dr. Whiteman told me that Lauren was chosen as their Student of the Month, I was honored to have the chance to speak on her behalf. Her hard work and friendly demeanor is an ideal that we want to have every DMS student have. So congrats, Lauren.
Next, we have Patrick Hamilton.
Good evening. My name is Ms. Robinson. I'm the principal at Patrick Hamilton, and I have the pleasure of introducing this month's second grade Student of the Month. His teacher could not be here with us this evening, but I do have a few kind words that she gave me. She said Ezekiel, also known as Zeke Souse, is well deserving to be Student of the Month. He enjoys learning. He is always on task and helpful in the classroom and helps others. She said the most challenging thing about Zeke is keeping him challenged because he is so well behaved and on task. He's loves playing with toys and families outside of school, and reading is one of his favorite things to do. I can attest that he definitely exemplifies our hero values of being helpful and honest, earning and giving respect, being responsible, and being orderly and safe. I have never had any issues with him in the cafeteria. He is very helpful while we are in there and getting things put away and cleaning up. Zeke has definitely earned his Student of the Month. Congratulations, Zeke.
He's waving to the important people he knows. Next, we have Justice Gage.
Good evening. My name is Brian Henry. I'm the principal of Justice Gage Elementary, and I'd like to introduce our January Student of the Month, Jax Johnson. Jax is here with Mom Crystal and Dad Paris and several grandparents and aunts and uncles. And Mrs. Proctor is a second grade teacher to tell about all the wonderful things about Jax.
Hello, I am honored to be here to share Jax with you. Today in the classroom we asked the rest of the class, well, why do you think Jax got this award? And the first word out of their mouth was helpful. And Jax is always helpful and eager to help. They also said he works hard, he gets good grades, he listens when teachers are teaching, he doesn't talk when the teacher's talking, he doesn't goof off unless it's okay to, and he follows directions. So the kids recognize that Jax does a great job in the classroom. One of my favorite stories of Jax happened during remote learning. Jax is one that logs in every single day, all the time. And one day he logged in and didn't turn his mic on. I'm like, okay, wonder why, maybe he hit the wrong button. A little while later, he sends me a chat message. I'm like, okay, he's talking, but he doesn't. And I asked him later, I said, did you just not want to talk today? He goes, nope. So I just listened. I said, okay. So he's in charge of his own learning, and he is eager to share that with others. He's brought jokes into our classroom, and so now in our second grade class, we share lots of jokes, and it's neat to see him be a leader with all of the other kids. So I am very glad that I could bring him here and share him with all of you.
Couple other interesting facts about Jax is when I was interviewing him today, said that they have one puppy, one dog named Chuck, but they go by 5 names. Now, if I were to have 5 names for our puppy, we only have 1 name, the dog would just stare at us nonstop like, are you talking to me? And I also found out tonight that his best friend is Zeke, so congratulations, Zeke. That's pretty cool, student of the month from 2 different schools. So congratulations, Jax, and it's a team effort. Congratulations. There's that. Okay. We're going to walk right now. Here, we're going to just wave at everybody, okay?
And last, we have Sister Lakes.
Alrighty. My name is Ryan Zietlow. I'm the administrator at Sister Lakes Elementary, and I have the honor and privilege to introduce you to Colton Haynes. And his teacher couldn't be here tonight, but she gave me some awfully awesome things to say about Colton. So let me tell you a few things. He's 8 years old. He is the son of Missy and Randy Haynes. He is in 2nd grade in Miss Wick's room. Colton's a terrific student, she says. He's a wonderful reader. He reads with a lot of expression and loves to do it in his free time. It's awesome. He also excels at math. Ooh, wow, cool. He is always the first to raise his hand and participate in class. He is a great learner in all of his classes. He is a reliable and helpful student. I think the students in his class would say the same thing about him. Anytime I need anything done, she says, he is always the first to volunteer. I can always count on him to be a leader. And now for the really cool part. He's a University of Michigan fan. Can you see that Michigan thing on there? Look at that. But Miss Wicks is an MSU fan. And I hear there's a little bit of rivalry going on between them. So I want to read a little story she put on here for me. She says they like to tease each other a little bit about it, which is really cool. Colton always tells me about the Michigan game. We talk about it. We see each other all the time. Colton always comes back with his love for U of M after she talks about MSU all the time. The best, of course, though, is what Miss Wicks says, and Colton, I'm sorry, I have to read this one, is when State beat U of M in football this year. I wasn't too excited about that myself, but Miss Wicks always loves to wear her MSU gear just to tease Colton a little bit, but since he is Student of the Month, Miss Wicks even put it in here, big bold letters, she's going to say, and obviously she's not here to say it, but go blue and go U of M. So I'm so happy to introduce Colton to you. He is an amazing student, and here is your plaque, sir. And your shirt. There you go.
Okay, at this time, we will take a 10-minute recess. If we can get all of the students of the month out into the hall so we can take your picture, so your photo will be in the paper. Ready? Okay, we are back. Next, we have correspondence. Do we have any correspondence? I have none. No? Okay. Hearing of citizens. I didn't get anything. Informational items. Finance report. Stacy?
Recommended $182,353.34. Food service $49,117.52. Activities $6,713.82.
Any questions or? Okay. Next, we have superintendent report.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, before the board meeting, I passed out some of the bylaws that you had some conversation and questions about from Saturday's work session, which from my perspective, I thought went very well, and I hope you found it as enlightening as I did. Also, next month, we will be bringing a recommendation to the board for a one-year adjustment to the graduation requirements. And this graduation requirement is based on the state assessment requirements because last spring we weren't able to give all of the juniors the MME and the SAT. So where the state has kind of waived that requirement. So, but it's in our policy to have it, and we right now are not able to guarantee all students could have all that testing done before graduation. So we're going to be asking for your permission to adjust the graduation requirements regarding assessments, not credits or completion. So it's to work within the restrictions that we have been facing because of COVID. So, also, as I've shared, we will be continuing to look and study the idea of adding telephones to our classrooms throughout the district. That will help with communication of staff with parents and staff within the district. The cost is does not seem to be prohibitive at this time, and our goal is to have some more clarity later this spring with possible recommendation this spring for a project either late spring or over the summer. So I just wanted to keep in the loop about that. And this this month, we have been able to activate our math literacy coach. That's a position that we had hoped to start the year with, but we were not able to. But yet we do now, and that is because you have before you tonight a recommendation for the official approval of the board for the hiring of a new teacher at Sister Lakes, which allows Mrs. Stout to become and act as our math coach, focusing on our K-6 levels. This year, her focus will be on the 4 to 6 level, as that is the primary of her expertise and experience. And then as time goes on with her training and her work with staff, it'll become a true K-6 position. So we're very excited about that. Last reminder, the May 17th regular board meeting will be shifted to May 10th. Again, May 17th regular board meeting is being moved to May 10th. So please make note of that in your calendar. And that is all that I have this evening.
Thank you. Item 8 on the consent agenda. Do I need to read all of these? I don't remember. Okay. If we can get a motion.
I make a motion, Ruth Osra, to approve the consent agenda A through F.
Support.
Any discussion?
Any discussion? I just need you all in favor. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, and item 9, new business.
Ladies and gentlemen, in A, we are making the recommendation for the board's official approval and recognition of Heather Snyder as a 5th grade teacher at Sister Lakes. She comes to us with quality experiences, a tremendous wealth of knowledge, very well diverse in her teaching experience. She actually made the trip from Nevada. So we stole her from out west, and we are very happy. She hit the ground running, and I have heard very positive things in her first couple weeks. So we are just very excited, and she could not be here tonight, but she does send her regrets, but she does plan to attend at the March meeting so that you can put in face with the name.
Was she from this area originally or no?
Not originally from the area, but family has a family cottage on Cable Lake, so she is familiar with our communities, and which was part of her desire to come back to the area.
Good. I, Carrie Freeman, make the motion to approve the recommendation of the superintendent for the hiring of Heather Snyder, pending all background checks, reference checks, and certification has been verified and approved.
Support.
Yes.
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 And just a point of clarification, all background checks, certifications, and everything else has been completed and is good to go.
B, approval to purchase general purpose bus. Any questions on that?
Motion.
Can we get a motion?
I, Terry Groth, make the motion to approve the superintendent's recommendation for a not-to-exceed amount of $74,000 for the purchase of an 88-passenger general-purpose bus with technology systems and detailing as described and requested.
Support.
Discussion? Are there any? Again, this is a bus coming off a lease, and that's what we're focusing on. It's the mechanics will tell you that they prefer to have them broken in. We still look for many years and many miles of service and a reduced. We're looking at a savings of $36,000 over a typical brand new bus purchase.
Jonathan, what's typically is the lifespan of a school bus?
It comes down to wear and tear on a typical year. It's normally not the body or engine. It comes down to the frame because of exposure to salt, rust, and so forth. The industry standard is 14 years. So that's really say that if you can get a good solid 14 years, you hope to get more, but that's what you're hoping. If you can get in a rotation of about replacing a bus every 14 years has been the standard industry standard over my experiences.
Thank you. Yes.
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 Next, we need a motion for approval to purchase new 10-passenger van.
I, Brent Brewer, make the motion to approve the superintendent's recommendation for not to exceed the amount of $45,000 for the purchase of a general purpose van, technology systems, and detailing as described and requested.
Support.
Any questions?
Yes.
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 Next is the motion for the MASB Board of Directors appointment. And you do have another copy of those in front of you.
I, Carrie Freeman, make the motion to select candidate Pamela Dickinson as the choice for the MASB Board of Directors.
Second.
That was Ruth. Any questions or discussion?
Yes.
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 Me? Yeah, oh, okay, I was, okay. Yes.
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 And next, a motion for reconfirmation of the COVID-19 plan.
I, Terry Groth, make the motion to reconfirm the Dowagiac Union Schools COVID-19 learning plan, which provides for in-person instructions, a virtual academy, and when needed, distance learning for all students, including student support or ELL, special education, and other special population programs.
Second.
Any questions? No? Yes.
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 There's no other business, a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We are adjourned.